This story about Charles Oakley and his long running battle with James Dolan and MSG. A judge sided with MSG in its battle with Oakley on Friday, saying that the former Knick All Star had not proven that he was assaulted when he was removed from a game that he attended back in 2017. That's how long this has been going on, 9 years. He was handcuffed, if you remember, and arrested after an altercation with security while sitting near Dolan during a game against the Clippers. Oakley initially brought a number of claims against MSG that were dismissed in 2020 around COVID time. And after appeal, Oakley's assault and battery claim remained on the docket. But Judge Richard Sullivan of the Southern District of New York ruled that Oakley has produced no evidence to support his claim that he was assaulted by MSG security guards. MSG had pointed to video evidence and previous testimony that Oakley was not assaulted. For more than 9 years, Oakley's lawyers have pursued claims they knew were false. Those claims have now been dismissed by the court in their entirety for the third time, MSG said in a statement. Now, we are pursuing legal action against Douglas Wigder and his unscrupulous law firm to hold them accountable for years of frivolous litigation and their blatant abuse of the judicial system. Of course, all the Knick fans love Oakley, and he played in the 90s, and he remains one of the few former players who has remained absent from the Garden during the team's recent playoff runs and this year's championship. His removal from the game was a bad scene for him and for them when you think about it, but Sullivan ruled, the judge, that Oakley hadn't proven it was done with excessive force. Ample evidence, he said, includes videos from multiple angles and unanimous testimony of every witness, even to some extent Oakley himself, shows that Oakley had a reasonable opportunity to leave the Garden and that he instead resorted to physical violence and that he was never pushed to the ground, Sullivan said in his ruling. The judge added that no rational jury could conclude that Oakley reasonably feared himself at risk of wrongful physical contact, let alone that MSG intended to stir such an apprehension. Now, Oakley's lawyers are hoping that a jury will get a chance to rule. We are disappointed in the court's rulings, Wigder said. We believe there are conflicting accounts and only a jury can decide what exactly happened. We are hopeful that the Second Circuit will agree for a third time and remand that the case be put in front of a jury immediately. So the Oakley lawyers still want a jury trial, and the judge is saying, fuck you. No jury would rule in his favor. There's no evidence that they did it to hurt him or anything else, and we're not going to have a jury trial. And I don't think they are either. And I think this thing has fucking gone on far too long. And what's crazy about it is it's not ending. I mean, the all the legal battles might be, and the judge has said this is over, but Oakley's lawyers are saying we're not done with this. We're going to keep suing. And all I know is that it just puts an even greater wedge between Oakley and the Knicks. Thus, Oakley and Dolan. Dolan hates Oakley, and Dolan owns the Knicks. Dolan owns the Garden. Dolan wants this guy out of there permanently. He's not going to let him in the Garden. So a guy that fans love and adore in New York, Oakley, who was a badass to begin with, he would have beat the shit out of all those security guards. If he really went off, he would have taken them down one by one. But they hauled him out of the Garden, and now all these years later, nothing has been resolved, and he's still not allowed at the Garden, and he won't be allowed at the Garden, and Dolan gets the last laugh. On top of that, the Knicks won the fucking championship. They won a ring, and they're going to have a banner raising, and they're going to get their rings, and Oakley's not going to be anywhere in sight. So Oakley still can't go there. And bottom line is, at the end of the day, Dolan's just doing him in the ass. That's just all there is to it. And he's lost in court again. And a judge had said, fuck you. You are not winning this case. And he threw it out. And he said, there's no jury that'll agree with him. And then his lawyers say, we want a jury. And we'll see, but I don't think it's happening. And I think at the end of all this charade, Oakley's just screwed still. He's still at ground zero. He can't go to the Garden. He can't go to Knicks games. And he can't beat James Dolan. And the Garden just made $68 million in revenue just off of the playoff run. And everything about it, their stock, everything, Garden, everything is up. I mean, are you kidding me? They won a championship for the first time in 53 years. They're the hottest ticket in town. The get-in price for that Sixers Knicks opener's over $2,200. Did you see the prices for the playoffs? Did you see the prices for tickets for the NBA Finals against Wemby? I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me, the money this guy Dolan's making. He doesn't give a shit that Oakley can't be around for any of it, as he's fucking counting money with his tongue. Holy shit. Anyway, here's the action from last night. Let me just give it all to you. Preseason NFL, Washington 20-7 over the Dolphins. There are people, I think the Dolphins win total's 3.5, and they suck. And I know they have Malik Willis, and everybody thinks they're going to win games. I know a guy that's a Dolphin fan. He's tripping. He thinks they're going to be good. They're not going to be good. And they've already gone out and got whacked. 20-7, they lose to the Commanders. Denver beat the shit out of Tua Tagovailoa, the former Dolphin, who's now with the Falcons, 27-7 in Atlanta. And nobody was at the fucking game. Tampa Bay beat the Jets 24-16. I'm just going to say it. I watched this game for a little while last night. Who needs sleeping pills when you can watch the Jets? I mean, they look like a fucking high school team. They suck so bad. Do you remember how bad they were last year? They're still fucking bad. Aaron Glenn, you're fucking doomed. I mean, they were winning 10-0, and they still got their ass beat, 24-16. Scheffler, the leader at the FedEx St. Jude in Memphis at TBC Southwind by 3 strokes going into Saturday. Cubs 3-0 over the Cardinals. Reds and Burns 1-0 over Miami. I'll tell you more about him later. White Sox 9-5 over Detroit. Pirates 8-4 over the Red Sox. After their winning streak, they're losing all of a sudden, the Red Sox. San Diego's won 6 in a row. 7-5 over Cleveland. Some guy accused me of being a Padre fan and that I was retarded because I made fun of Edwin Diaz on Thursday night blowing a save, and Dave Roberts, and then the guy said that I'm clearly a Padre fan. I'm not, but I do like the Friars. My son goes to San Diego State. I like going to Padre games, but I'm not a real Padre fan. I mean, I like them, but if you haven't fucking figured out that I'm a Pirate and Yankee fan yet, then fuck off. I mean, I've only been saying this for 40 years on national TV and radio, and on this fucking podcast every single fucking day. But, I mean, call me all the fucking names you want, you pussy. Fucking unbelievable, the shit I fucking take from you fucking cunts. I'll fucking smack your fucking ass. But the Padres did win 7-5. Nando hit a home run, so stick that up your fucking ass. Mets 4-1 over the Nats. Baltimore 6-5 over Tampa. Tampa won 9 in a row on the road. Then they went home and lost. They're still in first. Yankees lost in Toronto 3-1. Arizona 2-0 over Atlanta. Houston in 10 walked off Seattle 10-7. Kansas City 7-6 over the Halos in Anaheim. A's 8-3 over Texas. Dodgers 3-1 over Milwaukee. Does that make you fucking feel better? Diaz got the save this time, you fucking girly man. And then Colorado 5-2 over San Francisco. Here's the lineup for Saturday in the NFL preseason. Carolina's at Buffalo at 1 o'clock. Bills laying 3. 1 o'clock Minnesota at the Giants. Giants getting 2.5. 1 o'clock Cleveland at Chicago. Bears getting 3. It's on NFL Network. 4 o'clock Rams at Kansas City on NFL Network. Chiefs getting 2.5. 4 o'clock Jacksonville at the Saints. Saints getting 2.5. 7 o'clock Philadelphia at Baltimore. Baltimore getting 3.5. 8 o'clock on NFL Network. Saturday Night Football. Dallas and Seattle, the champs. Seattle's getting 3 at home. There is a UFC 330 in Philadelphia at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Makachev and Machado Gary is the main event. And then Mackenzie Dern, the chick, against Jillian Robertson. Very exciting that I won't be watching any of that. 110 White Sox at Detroit. Michael K. against Melton Cheese. 220 Cards and Cubs. Governor McGreevy against Oil Can Boyd. Boyd wins every start he makes. 307 Yankees in Toronto. Schlittler and Fisher. Dodd Fisher along with Max Skerman from Assembly Hall and Bloomington, It's the Hoosiers and Boilers of the Indiana University Basketball Network. 405 Colorado at San Francisco. Lorenzen and Webb. Logan spinning a web. 410 Washington at the Mets. The Lord is pitching. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Mania for the Mets. 610 Baltimore at Tampa. Bradish against Seymour. Seymour butts. 640 Miami at Cincinnati. Gusto and Lounge Singer. 710 San Diego and Cleveland. Vasquez and Cantillo. 710 Seattle and Houston. Hancock Wisniewski. 710 Philly at Minnesota. Lizardo against Pre-Lip. Pre-Jizz. 7:15 Boston at Pittsburgh. Gray and Jones. Sonny Gray, he's a motherfucker. That guy can pitch. 7:15 Arizona at Atlanta. Rodriguez against Big John Holmes. 7:15 Milwaukee at the Dodgers. Mizorowski and Robleski. What a matchup there at Dodger Stadium. 9:38 Kansas City at the Angels. Dobnak against Ty Detmers. And 9:40 Texas and the A's in Sacktown. Tipper Gore against Go Forgin. All right, let's go to the highlights that I have. We'll start with Alejandro Kirk of the Blue Jays. They beat the Yankees last night. There you go. Alejandro Kirk with a home run. Very exciting. I get all the good stories, right? Matt Gutman, you know him? He used to be on Good Morning America, ABC News. He was always on with like David Muir. He was on Good Morning America. He did all these stories. He's now with CBS. And he has been actually filling in. He did a week. And they got their best ratings ever. The show averaged 4 million viewers for the week of July 27th. According to Nielsen, its best weekly audience in 17 weeks and its first time topping 4 million viewers since late March. He's been filling in for Tony DeCouple as the anchor on the CBS Evening News. He was sued yesterday by former ABC News field producer Samira Said. She accused him of making inappropriate sexual remarks during 2 assignments several years ago. He got that surprise on Friday. Said filed a lawsuit in LA Superior Court naming Gutman, NBC News, and parent company Disney as defendants. In one alleged incident, she claims Gutman began discussing and rating the appearance of a female correspondent while the two were waiting on a public line during an assignment. The suit says Gutman initiated a discussion rating a female correspondent's appearance and reducing her professional standing to a numerical score based on her physical attributes. Boy, does this chick look like a fucking whistleblower. This said chick, she looks like she's out to get Mr. Gutman. Other male crew members allegedly joined the conversation and tried to get said to weigh in. She refused, told him the discussion was inappropriate. Said alleges the second incident occurred while she and Gutman were covering a press event for a movie release. The two disagreed about whether they should leave the work site. Gutman allegedly responded with a sexualized insinuation about said in front of several co-workers. She wasn't having it. He responded by making sexualized insinuation that said must have after hours date in the city, that she had a date later and must have been in a hurry. Said alleges the comments were demeaning and reduced Said's professional judgment to a sexualized stereotype. Can you imagine this chick? You can't even say a fucking thing to her and she thinks you're out to fucking fuck her and everything else. The allegations against Gutman are part of a broader wrongful termination lawsuit against ABC. Said, who worked as a ABC News field producer for years, claims she was fired in 25 after dealing with mental health issues. Oh, so now she's crazy. She sounds fucking crazy. Allegedly. I have nothing to do with this. I'm just reporting the news. I'm just talking about a crazy bitch who's accusing a bunch of co-workers of saying sexualized things to her, and she found them all very demeaning, and particularly Mr. Gutman, who's now a star at CBS, but has a sexual harassment lawsuit sticking out of his ass right now that he got yesterday, so he's having a shitty weekend, you know that. Anyway, I don't even care anymore more about the story. She was 3 weeks into an assignment. She was sent home after a supervisor observed her physical condition deteriorating. She injured her foot while covering a weather story. She reported the injury to supervisors but was denied medical leave after being evaluated by a company doctor. She's suing ABC. She needs the money. She never got another job because everybody knows apparently that she's fucking nuts. I got injured at work. I'm suing male coworkers for everything that comes out of their mouth. I know chicks like that. I really do. I worked with a chick at, let's just say, a big company on the radio in New York. And this chick, everywhere she ever worked, she'd worked in like 6 or 7 places. She sued them after they got rid of her, and she sued them all for discrimination. She was discriminated against because she was a woman. Listen, if you're gonna dance with the big boys, and you're gonna dance on network news, and you're gonna fucking go out with all the big high-priced heavyweight talent, and you can't handle the conversations they're having, or jokes, or innuendo, or comments, and coworkers are there, camera guys are there, they don't give a fuck what you think, honey. And all this, I get it, the sexual harassment stuff, it's out of control at every company. It really is out of control at every company. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the world works. Guys say things to chicks. Chicks say things to guys. That's all there is to it. It goes both ways. There's no doubt about it. And, it's a problem. There's millions of lawsuits. And everybody's, everywhere you work now, you got to go through these sexual harassment fucking camps. You got to go through these testing. And you got to go through these videos. And you have to learn about sexual harassment. Here's the deal. They're a pain in the fucking neck. And they're laborious. They never end. You're just constantly having to do it at these companies. And they're so worried about being sued by chicks it's always chicks doing it. And they're suing these companies, and these companies are losing money left and right in litigation and everything else. Here's the deal. Here's a little advice for you. When you go to work, Don't fucking talk to anyone ever. Don't talk to chicks at work. Don't have relationships with chicks at work. Don't fuck chicks at work. Don't have affairs with chicks at work. Don't go out drinking with chicks at work. I mean, this is the best advice I could ever give you. Go to work and fucking run. Run out the door when work's over. And when you're at work, fucking say good morning, good afternoon, good night. I don't want to talk to you about anything ever. I'm busy. I'm working. I'm busy. I don't want to know you. Stay away from me. Here's me. I've been at all these big companies, and when I'm around these chicks, I'm like, how you doing? That's it. Hi. Bye. You can't fucking trust anybody. Nobody. All right. I thought that story was fucking juicy today. Can we get a Nando? Can we get a Nando on a Saturday?
Bogarts to the deep.
Oh, that's Bogarts.
Goes Martinez looking up, and it is long gone. Home run to left field for Xander Bogarts.
There you go. My bad. That was Bogarts. I got a Nando for you later. Here's Jordan Alvarez.
And this went to right field. Jordan! Gone!
That's number 36. He leads baseball. Here's a play last night in the Broncos beatdown of the Falcons in Atlanta.
First down without getting a touchdown. Rush. Tip ball, and that one's intercepted. Headed the other way. Jahdae Barron all the way. The pick six. 98 yards.
Oh, to the hizzy. 98 yards to the hizzy. Chris Sale with another strong outing for the Braves. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks, 9 Ks. He has a 2.16 ERA, second best in baseball. And he did not get a balk or be thrown out the next day for a balk. That would be today that he'd be thrown out for arguing a balk from the day before. Chase Burns, that's what happened to him last time. They called him for a balk, and then he argued and didn't get thrown out. But then the next day when he was in the dugout and they had a game, he started up with the umpires again and they threw him out. Chase Burns of the Reds, 14-2. That's 87% wins with an ERA of 2.47 this year. Since earned runs became an official stat of both leagues in 1913. The only pitcher to finish the season with a sub 2.50 ERA and an 85% winning percentage before turning 24 was Doc Gooden in 1985. This guy Burns, we bet on him last night. We hit both elites, lost all 3 profit plays. So we were hot on the elites, shitty on the profit plays. It is what it is. Move on. New day. Here's Bryce Eldridge, the rookie, going in to the seats for the Giants.
Eldridge, high drive, center field, out of here.
There you go, a bomb from Eldridge. Here's Diaz, for the guy that called me retarded. Here's Diaz closing the game for the Dodgers. Will this fucking make you feel better, you fucking cunt?
1-1 pitch. Ground ball to short for Mookie Betts. That is a low throw, but Hernandez has it. Never a doubt. Edwin Diaz able to get out of it. Dodgers tied the series up with a 3-1 win.
There you go. So the bases were loaded and he got out of the jam. And I just wanted to say one last time to that guy, suck my dick. Okay? I just wanted to get that in. All right, I promised Nando. Can I get the fucking Nando finally?
It's Fernando to lead it off. Drives this one on a line down the left field line, and it is gone. A home run. Tie game. Nando hits his 13th. We're tied up 3-3.
By the way, I really love the soft serve ice cream at Petco, and I do like the Padres. I can't love the Padres because I'm a Pirate fan, and the Pirates blow. But I also like the Yankees, so I can't like, I can like them, I can't love them. And I like them because I go to games there when I go to San Diego to see my son. Gunnar Henderson, 4 for 4, 2 doubles, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored last night. The guy's on fire.
Hits it in the air, out to right field. Does it have enough carry? At the wall, it is gone!
Gunnar Henderson has just been swinging the big stick. Here's Lindor of the Mets.
Lindor cracks one out to left, and that'll tie the game. Lindor into the seats in left field for his 12th home run of the year.
Francisco Lindor, baby. Jalen Daniels getting into the end zone for Tampa Bay against the Jets.
A long drive, 16th play. Callaway, the running back.
The Birdman.
Jalen Daniels, the quarterback, and the Buccaneers get the score. Daniels, the celebration, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
There you go. Very exciting right there. I thought it was very exciting. Zach Veen of the Rockies, splash time at Oracle.
This ball hammered deep right. It is fair ball into McCovey Cove. Zach Veen, stay hot. 2-run home run.
Splash into the McCovey Cove. I think Grisham hit one last night. Doesn't matter.
Next span between these two teams, and it's lifted to right field by Grisham to the track, to the wall. It is gone. Trent Grisham goes yard and breaks the deadlock in the 6th.
So they went up 1-0. He's been getting hot all of a sudden. He's had a horrible year. Brandon Lau of the Pirates has been unbelievable.
Fly ball to right field toward the wall and clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Pow! Goes Lau. It's a 3-run bomb.
How about this guy?
Let's take a 7-1 lead.
What a season this guy's having. Among second basemen, first in the league. RBIs, first in the league. Slugging, first in the league. OPS, second in the league. That's among second basemen. Guy's got 26 homers, 77 RBIs, 481 slugging, 798 OPS. That's incredible. Brandon Lau. And then the Pirates won't be able to afford him. Brandon Pfaadt of the Diamondbacks is not allowed an earned run in any of his last 4 starts. His last one, he went 7 innings, no runs, 7 strikeouts. Tommy Edman last night for the Dodgers. Here we go.
Edman cranks one left center field, headed back there for the seats and gone. Tommy Edman connects, and the Dodgers lead 3-1.
There you go. And then they won the game 3-1. Caglione, again, this guy's been hitting home runs all week.
For hitters, you don't see a lot of hitters.
For the Royals.
Well, this might be a slop knock. Gone, and Jack Caglione. It's a 2-run home run to put the Royals back out in front.
The guy has been jacking home runs. 5 home runs, 17 RBIs, and his 12-game hit streak. Miguel Vargas hit 2 home runs for the White Sox last night.
Miguel Vargas. This one deep in the air to left center field. At the wall. It is gone. Second home run of the night for Miguel Vargas.
There you go, Miguel Vargas. Defensive tackle Keanu Benton and the Steelers have agreed on a 4-year, $72 million contract extension. The deal, worth $18 million per year, makes him the highest paid defensive lineman in Steelers history. Christian Walker of the Astros with a walk-off 3-run blast.
There's a left. That ball is out of here. Game winner. Christian Walker walks it off. And the Astros, after giving up the lead, get it back in dramatic fashion and get the walk-off win.
There you go. Big win for the Stros. Rafael Flores homered in 3 straight at-bats. Here we go.
That's this one a long way to right field. To the wall. Opposite field. Home run.
For the Pirates.
Jay. The other way. He's homered in 3 straight at-bats, and it's 1-0.
I'm the only guy that plays Pirate highlights. Tristan Peters, here he is, a 2-run shot to tie up the ball game. Here we go.
Pitches, you can tell he unloads them.
There is Peter, sends this one deep back. It goes. It is gone. Tristan Peters with a 2-run shot.
For the White Sox.
7th of the season, and we are tied at 3 here in Detroit.
There you go. Anyway, Miami Hurricanes running back Jordan Lyle was arrested Thursday on a warrant from the Sunrise Police Department. The Broward State Attorney's Office confirmed. So a Canes running back busted. The 26 All-Star game in baseball was a month ago today. How's your team done since then? Now, this isn't including last night, right? So the Red Sox, but I would include Red Sox lost. They're 19-9. Rays lost. They're 18-9. Braves, the Braves, let's see. Sale had to have won, so they're 19-8. Cubs won. They're 18-9. Padres won. They're 18-9. Tigers lost that game, so they're 16-10. Astros won. They're 16-9. Brewers lost. They're 16-11. Reds won. They're 16-10. Just giving you some of the teams since the All-Star break, right? Jeff Bezos, the rich guy from Amazon, he now owns a big fat piece of Liverpool Soccer Club. He bought into Liverpool. That's the first sports franchise he's been involved in and owned a piece of. So PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong and Ohtani are both having amazing seasons. Who's your MVP right now? How about this? They both are PCA 281 average, Ohtani 292. They both have 27 homers. 73 RBIs for PCA, 74 for Ohtani. Stolen bases, 30 for PCA, 7 for Ohtani. On-base percentage, 381 for PCA, 391 for Ohtani. Slugging, 539 PCA, 544 Ohtani. OPS, 920 PCA, 935 Ohtani. Their numbers are dead ringers. Baseball waits no time and announces that the Field of Dreams game is returning August 12th next year with the Royals playing the Red Sox. That's if the Field of Dreams in the cornfield in Iowa, that's if they have a baseball season. Back to the Bay, the Midsummer Classic, the All-Star Game, is returning to Oracle in San Francisco to City by the Bay in 2028. Make sure you keep an eye out for the Profits Max plays in the community and my videos for Profit plays and Elite plays on Saturday. Let's make some money. Check out. Ooh.